That's how I felt. I was like, what has happened? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I've been writing a lot.
Ariana Grande is the queen of switching positions and her voice, as some noticed in this clip. The video is from the second part of her interview on Penn Badgley's podcast, Podcrushed, released Monday, June 17th. In the viral TikTok, Ariana starts off by talking about going to the studio in the days after headlining the Met Gala. She reveals she spent a lot of time producing new music that she hopes to release soon. Grande goes on to make an Austin Powers reference while speaking in her lower register, then flipping back into her higher range as she goes back to talking about her music.
I went to the studio the day after the Met, and I stayed for like 10 days. And I was literally living there, and I felt like I woke up today, and I felt like Austin Powers being unfrozen. Like I was like, where have I been? Where have I been?
I love that reference, by the way.
Yeah.
I have not
you know
heard
what I mean?
an Austin Powers reference in so long.
I mean, that's the only thing I thought. That's how I felt. I was like, what has happened? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I've been writing a lot, and maybe there's some more, but I would like to do a deluxe at some point.
The text in the TikTok read, "The voice change," with 2 question marks. While the Grammy winner is saying yes and making sure fans know this is nothing new. She replied in the comments saying, "Habit, speaking like this for 2 years, and also vocal health. I intentionally change my vocal placement, high, low, often depending on how much singing I'm doing. I've always done this. Bye." Fans of the Wicked actress have noticed small differences in her voice since releasing her latest album, Eternal Sunshine, in which she uses her lower register more and fewer of the soaring high notes she's known for. But in the podcast interview, she explained undergoing extensive training, working with her vocal muscles to take on her Wicked character of Glinda. The role originated by vocal powerhouse Kristen Chenoweth.
So I was in vocal lessons and acting lessons with Eric Vitro and Nancy Banks for like months before my first audition, because Glinda's a soprano, like opera soprano, not in the way that I'm like a soprano in my pop, whatever. It's just a very different placement in the voice. And I was just training it because even though like the notes were there, it's a different placement, and it's like singing them completely differently. So I wanted to like train my muscles. It's like the same as any sort of training muscles in the body for a run or some, you know, an athlete would. It's the same kind of thing, because the vocal cords and it's just muscles. So I would go every day and try to like learn the tools that I needed to sing and to be Glinda through and through.
The voice change shouldn't come as too much of a surprise, as Ariana made headlines in 2016 after slaying her musical impressions on SNL, singing spot-on impressions of musical icons including Britney Spears, Shakira, Celine Dion, and Whitney Houston. After the hosts of the podcast gushed to Grande about how much they loved that particular skit, Ariana revealed she was upset that some people thought she was lip-syncing.
There's an SNL skit you did where I think it was like Tidal was having a power outage or something, and you had to do all the different singers.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorite skits, and I watch it like honestly like 10 times a year.
Thank you. I was so bummed because some people thought that I was lip syncing in some of them.
Really?
Because you're
like,
that good.
whoa,
They're like, no, that was Shakira.
I was like, I'm upset, but thank you. I was like, wow, I'm offended and thanks. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, thank you. That's fun. It was. I love doing SNL. Yeah, it's so thrilling. It's so much fun.